Hello there everyone, and welcome back to Empire Total War with the Imperial Splendour mod. We're playing as Prussia. Last time around, we declared war on Poland, but Poland actually marched into our territory first. And so they had an incursion into East Prussia. They burnt this village, and they had a spy actually detonate some kind of bomb, or he started a fire in the port of Memel and burned it down. So the Poles actually started off giving us quite the right hook there, out of nowhere. And it definitely hurt our economy pretty darn bad. We were, however, to send our army off. Alexander Knobbeldorf. We'll just call him Alexander for now. He can take his Knobbeldorf and knobble out of here. He was able to march up to the enemy and send them off. The remnants of that army retreated. I thought they were actually going to retreat back from whence they came. They could have taken position in the artillery fort on the border, or they could have moved back to the town of Vilnius where they came from. Instead, they decided to retreat towards the Warsaw region. What little is left of them. This time around, we're going to do the Battle of Warsaw. So we've got Gerhard von Blücher and his army. The uncle of his men, born to fight, mentioned in dispatch, drunken. Minus morale for battles. I am drunk, sir, and mark me well, I intend to... Wait, horsewhip. I intend to horsewhip your tiny green servants. The man is certainly... I'm not entirely sure if he's drunk or if he's mad. But back then, they probably... I mean, psychology wasn't a big thing back then, so they probably just... Is he mad? Or is he just drunk? Since I don't want to deal with it, we'll just say he's drunk, so I'll sober out of it. But chasing around little green men on the battlefield? You know, it could be a UFO sighting. I don't know. I got off on a weird tangent there. What we're gonna do is we're gonna attack here. So, one of the problems we had last time... The problem that we had last time was that I thought that the big formations was causing quite the FPS drop to drop below an acceptable level, which would be 30 FPS. I actually test played this battle just to see if it would work, and it did work. So I don't know exactly what happened in the other battle, where we couldn't kind of look at the entire battlefield, so I'm not entirely sure if it was a specific Polish unit that made it drop, or something else. Enough of this, though. What you want to see is you want to see battle. Let's go on and attack Warsaw without further ado. The enemy has an army of 7,000 men. However, most of that is armed citizenry. So it's mostly the local population that has taken up arms. Still though, 7,000 men is no force to be poo-poo. Is not a force to poo-poo. But we have 4,000 well-trained Prussians under the command of Gerhard von Blücher. It's a high-star general, higher than the Polish general of this battle. They do have 2 artillery pieces, and they do have some of these cavalry. Gotta watch out for those Ulan Tatars. Those were the ones to sort of surprise charge me in the last battle. So we're going to keep an eye out for them. But now, with all of that said, seems like I'm saying that way too much, it's time to draw into battle. Our enemy has entrenched itself in the very corner of the map. It's going to take us a while to actually get there, but I wanted to just show off the units here at the start. So we've got Gerhard von Blücher's general unit. You can see it's quite distinct. With Gerhard von Blücher himself. I think they actually used the face from Napoleon, and you can actually see the Pour la Mérite hanging around his neck there. Very nice. So he's got a hussar unit as his bodyguard. Make sure that the enemy cavalry does not charge me. And then the other new unit is the Cuirassier regiment, which we got right here. So Prussian Cuirassiers, dressed in all white. Very nice. And then it's also the Fusilier battalion over here. They cannot yet go into light formation, but I believe you can actually... that's a technology that we can get, so they can get in what we normally see in kind of the light formation type. But not right now. With that, I'm gonna advance to a better position, and we're gonna see if we can start attacking the Polish position. The battle is off. We have moved forward to the battle positions, and we are now engaged in a firefight with some forward Polish units. It's a kind of dragoon unit that's moved forward and is firing upon us. It is standing right in front of the cannons, which is now firing canister onto them and forcing them to flee. So we got a 12-pounder. Here comes another cavalry unit. It's the Tatar unit. It's already lost a lot of men. I'm hoping that continues. One thing that is very good with the Fusilier battalion is the Fusilier battalion has... Oh shit, what the hell kind of canister was that? Oh, what are you doing? You're killing my own unit. God damn you. Switch to round shot. You almost killed the... You killed the 12-pounder. You destroyed a cannon. Do you know how expensive artillery is? You absolute morons. Somehow they managed to even lose 2 of their own men in that. Probably the enemy shooting at them. And now the 12-pounder is so distraught that they don't even want to fire anymore. In the middle of all of that, we can see the Polish are regrouping. The bloody Tatars did more damage to us just by getting this artillery to shoot at their own units. God damn it. I want the... Come on, 12-pounder. Go ahead and fire. Oh, they don't want to fire anymore? Okay, so there wasn't a lie when I said they were so distraught they didn't even want to fire anymore. More of the artillery crew is coming up to join them. God damn it, though. I was contemplating... The thing is, the AI, as per usual, does a really awkward and really bad artillery placement for the artillery. But this time it's even comically bad, where they put both units behind cover, right behind each other, and facing right into this wall. Really god-awful. Maybe this one will start to fire once all of these guys actually join the artillery up front here. That was god-awful. They've kind of made... It kind of looks like they're gearing up for a charge against us. I won't be able to dislodge their artillery by pure fire, so what we'll do is we'll have to advance. And advance we shall. We'll see how this goes. I believe I can actually advance here, even though there's a risk of friendly fire, but the thing is, hopefully these guys will fire above my units. Really great with these guys. They have 150 in range, while a normal unit only has about 100. Also, their accuracy is 55 compared to a normal unit, which a grenadier unit has 38. A normal unit has 40. The Ulan Tatars are getting absolutely destroyed as they just ran in front of the entire line and got murdered. Oh, now the 12-pounder, yes, now when they've got the crew, they are laying it down. So I believe they're actually both artillery units are firing over here, which is not particularly good because we won't be able to cut through that. Oh wait, the my 6-pounder is actually cutting through the side of this. That's a lot of fire. Let's see if I can get the grenadiers to move forward here. There is a little bit of lag, but it's not due to the FPS. I think it's just because there's it's kind of all the models doing some weird dance around here in the corner. That's causing this problem. Once the enemy actually goes into attack, I think it will clear up and we'll get a better clear picture, because right now I've got about 55 FPS, between sort of 50, 60, while if you actually look at the units it definitely doesn't look like it. But I think that's kind of the AI having trouble. I've seen this before in Total War, or these early Total Wars like Empire Napoleon, when the AI kind of want to move. I think they want to move outside here, or they've got difficult with that. I think once I should charge. Now when there's an opening, I should charge. The Hussar Regiment should go for the enemy artillery. That will spark them to actually attack us, and will kind of move out of this kind of laggy situation. And just as I say that, we actually moved out of the laggy situation. And now it's smooth running. Not entirely sure why this unit decided to... What are you guys doing? You need to turn and face the enemy immediately, if you don't want to let them fire first. Ladian Citizenry. Okay, the Hussar Regiment is ready for its attack. I'll order the cannons to hold fire. Grenadiers there, doing okay. And in the last moment, we'll call the charge. And we'll overrun the enemy's artillery position. I don't know if you saw the first episode, but even in the middle of the melee, the enemy cannons were able to fire, which I thought was kind of interesting. Let's see if we can force these guys away. It's a little bit of a problem with the Horso obstacle here, and now there's a countercharge by armed citizenry. But I've done a lot of damage to this. Okay, so there's a lot of movement forward here by the enemy. I don't want to lose my Hussars. We're going to pull them back. We're even actually forcing this guy away. With the Hussars moving back, we should start to close up the line again. And the artillery should open fire again. We should prepare for the artillery to... Oh, not the artillery. The cavalry to actually swing in. Maybe down here. And then be able... As if they're... I think the AI is most likely gonna move all the way up to us and actually charge into us. So we should prepare to swing in around here and come at the back of the enemy. That's a massive amount of Polish peasantry that's now charging forward. So we got a regiment of foot charging in first, followed by tons of these armed citizenry attacking us all across the line. Kind of heavily hit over here. I think... Oh, it's the enemy grenadiers. Focus on the enemy grenadiers. We definitely need to relieve this unit. Or all units, really. Let's see. Cavalry. Move behind these grenadiers. I think because it's armed citizenry, we can do just a straightforward charge straight through this. Okay, we've got one Polish unit already retreating. These guys are holding on right now. They're winning slightly, so even with that, with them outnumbered like that, they're still winning slightly. I think what we'll do is let's open up the line by having the grenadiers charge, and then we'll have the cavalry move through and attack this unit. Enemy general is attacking over here. Form square. Cavalry. Grenadiers charging in. Attacking the armed citizenry. Hussars now charging. Cuirassiers charging in the side of this unit. Oh, the Hussars quickly cause a panic in among the armed citizenry, and we've got mass rout on our hand. Continue through. And infantry actually continue as well. And infantry over there, and cuirassiers continue forward, and then you'll forward over there. Let's see, can I select the cavalry? What I need the cavalry to do... Ah, the enemy grenadiers were cut down. We'll advance these two units. I want the cavalry to hammer an anvil strike over here, while my infantry continue chasing all the armed citizenry. Let's not let them come back into battle here. The Hussars have sent them away. Everyone forward. By God, if I ever thought 30,000 men on the run. And we have victory. By God, sir, what are your orders? To advance, of course. Straight ahead, to be sure. Do not stop to fire, you'll only cause friendly damage. We'll tell everyone to hold fire. Forgot to tell the artillery. They might have team killed. That's a lot of retreating Polish units. The good thing about this, of course, is that it did actually kind of save some lives here. Given how many participants in the battle, the fact that the enemy took to the hills, or I don't know if there's any hills around Warsaw, but the expression still holds. So many troops. Did actually manage to shoot down some of the artillery over here. Oh, and they've retreated completely off the field, and the battle is over. Let's go back to the campaign map, shall we? The enemy lost, of course, everyone, but that's because they're in a town. What we actually killed was close to... that's too high as well. There was thousands of men retreating in the end there, so that's not accurate either. Whatever, what is accurate though is that we lost 737 men, where which 100 was inflicted by our own fire. Highest killers goes to the hussars. No surprise there, they were able to charge through that. Surprisingly though, we've got a Fusilier battalion. No, the Fusiliers battalion was the one with higher accuracy. That one killed almost as many. But the thing is, all of these stats are kind of inaccurate because, say, the general did clearly not kill 200 troops in that battle. That is all from the fact that it was they can't retreat away from a city battle. Everyone got a chevron, at least one chevron. A lot of them got 2, some got even 3, and the hussars got 4. Damn. Really good battle. And we've taken Warsaw. Very unhappy at this point. Very unhappy. Minus 16 for the lower classes. 10 for the nobility. To replenish the army, it's going to cost us 3,700. It's not that bad. However, repairing the town is going to cost us at least 5,000... 7,000-ish. Almost 10,000 to repair that. It's going to torch the Catholic Church. And then we're going to set the Krakow University to work with the puddling furnace. Minus 15 recruitment cost for artillery, plus wealth generated from metal-working buildings. Really good stuff. Great battle. Poland is subdued, or a large part of it. There's no force left within Poland. I mean, at this point, I could probably... Because if we go over here and take a look... Power is feeble! They have no military whatsoever left. They still have a lot of money. I could sue for peace just to, like, drain them of all their money. However, I think at this point it's better just to completely take them over before Russia moves in to take them over. We've got Russia right on the border here. They'll sure to be able to take advantage at this point, unless they want to continue their war with Sweden. But a feeble Poland, that's a... they can't kind of avoid going for that, can they? Also, I noted that we can trade with a lot more nations here now, so we should see about doing that. However, looking at the time right now, I think we should end the episode right here. And with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!